Hi. Hi. I'm just getting the page up and organized. There I am. So I can check out comments and make sure everything is working. Okay, there's one. And beautiful. Hey, Jody. Hello, Nicole. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. How's this camera looking? I'll go back a little bit maybe. It's close. That's okay. You can see one of my plants this way. Hang on. One plant's doing what? Oh my god, I'm backwards. Well, and the other one's dead now. Let's cover that one. It doesn't like the change in weather. Awesome. Can everyone hear me okay? Is it loud enough? Got our little heater struggling away. I'm hoping it lasts today because it tends to just die when it feels like it. I feel the cold. I don't like it. Speaking of manifesting, let's manifest, winter just goes away. We have summer again, please. Thank you, Jody. Awesome. Great. Yeah. So this morning, I just, like I do every time I'm going to go on live, I just said, okay, what am I talking about today? And they wanted me to touch on manifesting again. So I thought, okay, I know I have done this a while ago when I first started doing readings on Spirit Readings page and Spiritual Events Directory. They're one and the same. So if you follow one, you might want to go follow the other too. So I connect both lives and I'm looking at computer and my phone at the same time to make sure I get all the messages. So I have to talk about manifesting again. So if you're looking for a reading, they're going to be towards the end because I start off with some psychic development every time I jump on. It's not just about the mini readings. When you tune in for one of my lives, I like to teach you everything that I know and help you on your path. So I think it's very important to help you grow spiritually, whether it's just your own intuition and working on yourself, whether you want to develop your own spiritual business, whatever you want to do. I trust that what I teach you every week is something that's going to help you on your path. So I really enjoy doing it. So giving away some of my time for free is just something I like to do to pay it forward. So manifesting. Yeah, interesting topic. I would love some interactions. If you want to smash the hearts, I really appreciate that because it helps the video get seen and that's a great energy exchange since this time is free. And I would love to know, are you good at manifesting? Do you know much about it? Do you seem to feel like you have the opposite? Do you have bad luck? Like what happens with you? Oh, thank you. Yes, I love that you're sharing psychic development. Definitely makes it more interesting and enjoyable. Thank you. I'm seeing lots of love hearts too. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Casey. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I love sharing my wisdom. It's not really my wisdom. It's universal wisdom, but I'll just explain it in a way, hopefully, that makes sense to you guys. Look, I just realized I'm wearing an appropriate jumper today. I'm half in my gym gear that I went to the gym this morning. And I just changed the bottom half to warmer clothes instead of leggings. But I like the green, and it says Free Spirits. So for those of you who don't know me, just before I get started, I'm OptiMystic Xzavia. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual mentor, and intuitive coach. So I do lots of different things to help you on your path. I've just been really, really enjoying mentoring and coaching and supporting people on their journeys of just learning to love life and themselves again, fall in love with yourself. So if you need some help with that, let me know and you can check out my website, which I've added in the comment section. Not the comment section, in the description. Hey Fiona, hey Linda, beautiful, loving all the hellos. Awesome, Laura Lou, beautiful. Thank you. So manifesting, it's so important. And I know that so many people think they're not good at manifesting, but the thing is, everybody is. We're so good at manifesting that you also manifest what you don't want. So if you think you don't seem to have luck or negative things happen to you all the time, you're accidentally manifesting some of that stuff, or even all of it. And I know that might be hard to hear if you think, well, hang on. It's not karma, usually. It's what the deal is that we manifest what we talk about and think about the most. If you're in front of me, I'd say hands up if you're a worrier. Give us a heart. If you overthink and worry about what you don't want to happen, what experiences like, I know I don't want to get sick if somebody's got a cold near you. If you worry about money, if you worry about anything, if you overthink and procrastinate and stew things over in your head that you don't want to happen. Looking for some hearts. Yeah, there's a couple of purple hearts there. I know everybody does. We tend to think too much about what we don't want to happen. So we accidentally create that. So what you think about, imagine, because it's true, imagine that, Joe's going to hand up, I like that. Imagine that everything you think and say, right? Imagine that you could see it coming out of your body and it sticks to more of the same and comes back towards you. Like you're magnetic. You're like attracting it to you. So you think about how many times you complain about pain in your body or people, work, lack of money, lack of time, anything you don't want to happen. You think about a lot and how much energy you put into that, right? We do all the time. We have, like, trying to catch yourself doing it is hard, but I'm hoping I'm just making you aware so you can think about it. Every time you gossip, every time you say, oh no, it's really powerful. People, we don't understand how powerful our thoughts and words actually are. So if you think, okay, I usually don't attract good things. I don't attract money. I don't attract positive experiences in my life, for example. Okay, so money is a good one. So we'll use money. Say you often, bills come up all the time, or unexpected things break down your house, or when you do get money, it doesn't last very long. It goes like that. Was that loud enough? I'm not a very good clicker. I'm not even going to bother trying my right hand. So that kind of thing happens to you a lot, and you can't seem to hold on to money or be able to use it in a positive way because it always seems to go somewhere straight away. How do you talk about money? Or when something does come up, say something does break down, do you stomp and crack it and say, oh my God, now we can't afford this, I've had to dip into my savings, I have had to borrow money, this is so annoying, what else is going to go wrong now, we can't afford this, I don't know, what are some other things that you say? Those kind of habits. I'm actually struggling to say it, think of stuff, because I don't talk like that anymore. Okay, and we are very abundant, we're very lucky, and amazing things keep happening to us, and anytime we need money, it finds us, which is just awesome. It doesn't mean you're all going to turn into instant millionaires, because that might not be there for the greatest good, and that would put the balance out, and So I want to give you a little example of a mini story, for example. This is, I've got so many. Oh, what next? Yeah, exactly. You're just accidentally attracting something else to happen. Thank you, Jody. That's what happens. When you say, before I start my little story, when you say things like something breaks down and you say, oh my God, that's so annoying, what am I going to do, where am I getting the money from, whinge, whine, which is what we all do, what most of us do, you are literally saying, okay, universe, throw something else at me because that's what I'm talking about, that's what I want, that's what it thinks, it's an energy. I have a hair tie on my wrist and that's naughty. I always get told not to do that. Now I have a mark. Yeah, so you're accidentally attracting more, so you're doing it yourself. So try to say the opposite, all right? Imagine saying, yes, many keep affirming I don't have time. Yeah, and what's going to happen? You're going to run out of more time. Things are just going to disappear. The day will be gone like that. You don't fit everything in your day that you needed to. Exactly. All right. So your challenge is going to be to try to turn this around for the week until I see you next time. I want to see how you went. Would be fantastic. I would love feedback. But you have to stick to it. You can't, it's not just magical thinking. You have to actually stick to it and be consistent. And that's why it doesn't work for people, because we get lazy. Or we think we try it for one day and go, oh, that didn't work, and give up. Well, yeah. Anyway, so my little story is, and I've told this to a few people before because it's just a great example of how quickly this kind of stuff works. Car battery, long story short, car battery died when I was watching my daughter play cricket a couple of years ago because my other kids wanted the accessories on and they were playing on their iPads or whatever. Because cricket's really boring, goes for 2.5 hours. When I went to start the car, it died. It was late at night. We wanted to get home and have dinner because it's a weeknight. I called RACV, they came out. And it wasn't just as simple as jump starting their battery. Unfortunately, it was fried and I needed replacing. So first of all, for a second, I've gone, oh no. At the time, I wasn't abundant in money. And I just started to panic for a second, thinking, great, that's $200 that it's going to come out of, like, we're going to be short for paying other things this week. Then I stopped myself. Something just came over me and I stopped myself and went, hang on. So I'm on the phone to the husband at the time. And then I just went, he goes, oh, it's all right, we got paid today. So I got off the phone and I thought, you know what? We did get paid. So I'm so grateful that we don't have to move any money around, ask for anyone to borrow money. Like, that's so great that the money is there. How lucky are we? And then I thought, and it's also good that this problem got picked up now and I'm getting a new battery that's going to last me longer, which is really great. So I've got a fresh battery getting put in my car. So I'm not putting the RACV guy out at the moment because he's fixing it now. He's not waiting for me. I have money in the account. That's awesome. And what else? Oh, then I was grateful that I had RACV to come out and I didn't have to wait for my husband or someone else to drive or didn't need the car towed. So I was just focusing on all the positive stuff. And I'm like, this is really good. We're going to get this done really quickly. I'm going to go home with the kids. I had no bookings that week for any clients. The very next day, I think it was 4 people call me and book in to see me for that week. So that doubled. It didn't just replace the battery money, it doubled it at the time. Like, amazing. And I know that if I hadn't have thought like that, if I had have just gone into my typical thought of, oh no, this is so annoying and stressed about it, I wouldn't have got those customers. No way would they have called because my energy would have been totally off. So that's how it works. It never ends when it rains. Oh yeah, please don't say that one. Jody, that's not good. That's not good. You can say that saying when you get money. When it rains, it pours. Thank you. So that's how it works. Yeah, goodness, we've been putting it out there just recently. Because we're planning on building a house. We wanted more space. We're renting a house right now that has 3 bedrooms and there's 8 of us here. They're not all here at the same time. We have 6 kids between us, right? So we wanted a space with more bedrooms and we're going to build a house. And I just had this feeling that we're going to have a stepping stone in between. And I always put it out there, if we did have a stepping stone, we're going to find a rental or something like that we could move to. That has maybe at least 1 extra bedroom would be really great. And our heater's not been working very well and everything's sort of like, it's just not wonderful in here. And so I thought it would be really nice. I was thinking it would be really nice. And I didn't even put much effort into this, to have a stepping stone to the next place before we build a house. And what happens? We get a letter in the letterbox on the weekend. Sorry, not the weekend, last week. Saying notice of, not eviction, whatever it's called. Yeah, is it called eviction? Anyway, that we have to move because the owners want to move in from here, like to here. So instead of going and panicking that, oh no, this sucks, we're focusing only on positive things. We're like, well, the next place we're going to find is going to have another bedroom. It's going to be in our budget. And we see what our budget is. And every time we look at houses, they're all within the budget for 4 bedrooms. So we're excited. We're thinking this is really good because when we move from there to the next house, we would have already gone through all our junk and cleared out things we don't want. So it'd be nice and fresh when we move. So we're just focusing on all the really good stuff. And then we got a surprise. We're getting it found out from the government, because of work things changing and everything, that we're getting like $20,000 from family allowance that's owed to us or something. Surprise. Like, what the heck? So yeah, wow. Which is just amazing. So that is such a massive help. So we're just like, wow, thank you, universe. So anytime we receive anything, whether it's a little thing, like you're walking down the street and we see a pretty flower that catches our attention that's just on its own or something, I say thank you, universe. And when big things like that happen, I say thank you, universe, and I might also be tearing up a little bit, you know. Like, it's just beautiful because our mindset is in the right place, and then things keep flowing, and that kind of stuff happens to me all the time, and I'm not exaggerating, all the time. And I've worked on myself and my way of thinking for years, and this is what I teach others. So this is why I want you to really pay attention to the words you say and how you think. Where are you putting energy? Because if you do complain a lot, if you do think and realize as I'm talking about this stuff that you do go into poor me, victim mode, complaining, whinging, like if you do think like that, and I used to do the same, if you do think like that and you do seem to not have luck, things do go wrong, you do lack in any area of your life, not just financially but anywhere, you know, if you say I don't have any friends, guess what, you're not going to attract any friends. Like, if you do realize you do this, imagine if you did the opposite, how different your life would be. That's all you have to do. You just switch up. I've got so many goosebumps right now. You just switch up your thoughts, but it's so important that you actually stick to it. It's not just for a day. You can't expect all the magical thinking to just everything like to happen in one day. And that's where people fall down, because they can't be bothered, or they don't really motivate themselves and push to change the habit. So figure out how you will get motivated. What is something that you really want? What is something that you really want to aim for? Like, I've joined a new company called Newtonic, right? And that's something else I manifested, that I would have something that would help me earn a residual income with a company that had integrity and that I enjoyed, and it had like that I would resonate with and I would be proud of to share with my customers and things already, that goes hand in hand with health, right? The link is in the description if you want to check it out. And I manifested that too, like bringing that in, and then it found me, and so that's awesome. And I forget what I was going to say originally. I just got distracted. It was something to do with that. Yeah, it's lost. Anyway, if it comes back, I'll tell you. Anyway, my point is, I want to help you shift the negative thinking and get into the habit, because trying for a day, you might see a little result, you might manifest a car park for the shopping center, but if you don't keep at it and don't really try to make an effort, stick to like putting, like you might need post-it notes on your mirror, or you might need a vision board to really manifest things that you want to happen. And just whatever works for you, just try it out and keep at it to really amplify it and make it really work for you. Just imagine what it is you really want. Literally close your eyes and meditate on it and feel it. Like, imagine you have it, bring it into the present, and imagine how you'd feel. Visualize all of it, like that you can feel it and touch it, and just, it's really powerful. And when I've done this before, it usually makes me cry because the feelings are just all overwhelming. So that's why I brought up Newtonic, because the head of that, the lady who's in charge of it, of rolling it out all over the world, she's been into network marketing and things like this for years, and her goal, she's from the UK, and she really wanted to be able to put her kids through private school. That was something she really wanted to be able to do. She's got one with special needs, and she wanted them to have, maybe it's a bigger deal in the UK, I don't know, because every girl will have different opinions on private versus public, and that's beside the point. This was her goal, okay, and she wanted it so badly for her kids, and she would dream about it, manifest it, be in tears imagining that it happened, and she brought it in, and then she got asked to be in charge of this company that's been rolling out. And so now she's just filled out the paperwork, and her kids are going to private school, and she's so damn excited and proud. That's the beautiful stuff that I love seeing, all these gorgeous stories when people are manifesting what they want. But she put in so much effort, and things do take effort. I manifested my perfect partner, and that took me like 5 years in a marriage that wasn't working out that well. meditating, talking to him in spirit, like hoping that my husband would grow and change, or if not, that the perfect partner would find me, and we'd find each other. So, you know, the big things take longer, but you have to really, really stick at it and be passionate and really, really want it. And that's the difference between luck and people who aren't doing so well. Luck is hard work. It's not just come and knock on my door, please, and throw it at me without me doing anything. Just asking once, you know. Yeah. So I feel like I'm lecturing everybody, but I really want to hope that it sinks in for you guys. I'm going to read some comments. First time watching, Casey was really bad for thinking negative, but have changed the last 6 months and things are definitely improving. Good job. So maybe something I said you can help you crank it up, speed it up even more. A gratitude diary is so helpful. That's really, really good. Picking at least one thing a day. You can write a whole list, but and then go back and look at which ones have happened, which ones you've got little like signs, because sometimes you get little stepping stone signs to the big thing that you're asking for, which is really great. So if you say thank you, universe, when you see those signs, that helps bring it in faster as well. Yes, we do. We have so much to be thankful for. And if you just focus on those little things even that happen every day, you know, when saying, like, just say you get a phone call from someone, or like a friend reaches out and just checks on you, tell them how grateful that you are that they took the time to message you or let you know about something or include you in their day. Like just those little things like that, because having that attitude will help manifest more of the same, more awesome things to be grateful for. Especially with a gratitude diary, for example, you can write in there things that you'd like to be grateful for, that even if you don't feel like they're happening right now. So say you want to manifest more time. All right, we'll go off the money one and just say time, because we seem to run out of time. So just say you feel like you're running out of time all the time, not enough hours in the day. You write in your gratitude journal, I am grateful for the abundance of time I have to get everything done that I need to do. Even if you don't feel like it's true, putting it out there helps you make it true. It manifests reasons to feel like you have more time. Not just to feel like, you need to notice a little sign. So you might be guided to, somebody will mention, because the universe hears you, they hear you want to have better, like more time, right? They're not going to make the days longer. They're going to help you find signs to get your shit together and organize yourself better, so your time is more structured, or that you prioritize the right things and don't get distracted. That's how you will have more time, okay? So someone will mention to you an app that they downloaded that's really, really helpful, or some kind of organization technique, or you'll watch some kind of video and you'll get all motivated and your values will change to more, say, structure and consistency, rather than other things that aren't really helpful. Procrastination, for example, things like that, where you seem to waste time and get nowhere. So yeah, just putting it out there, for yourself is just great, and it just really, really helps. Yeah. Awesome. So these are some of the main points, and I wanted to talk about with manifesting with you guys. So I hope you learned something from that. You can take something away from that. So now we're going to move on to some card readings, of course, because that's, the fun reason that everybody comes to tune into these. See if we've got a mini reading to have. I'll get to as many as I can in the time that we have left. We've got plenty of time, so that's all good. But with the cards that I have, they're called Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. I always show because people love these cards, and if you want to buy them yourself, this is what they look like. I'm going to screenshot or something. These are great for specific questions. So if you would like a card reading, don't just type in yes please, or like a card reading, or yeah, I love the emoji, or tell me just the topic. I would like a specific question, so I'll help you word it if you need me to. Yes, this is great. Jody knows exactly how to word the question because she's been here before, and she's also done my mentorship training to learn to be a psychic healer, which is really cool. So she knows exactly how to word it. So this is an example. Can I have a card on the energy around a meeting my boss has asked me to have with her today, please? Ooh, okay, so you can have a look. So these are, because they're energy oracle cards, you can have a look at what's the energy around this or that. So say you've also got a question about, this is just to help you guys think of your questions. You got a question about like you want to move and you're choosing between two suburbs, for example, or cities. And you say, what's it look like if I move here? What's it look like if I move here? And so the energy cards will give you an idea on that to help you make an informed decision, take some of the guesswork out. Okay? Yeah, so questions about, if you want to ask a question about manifesting, what do I need to do? What do I need to release to help me manifest more effectively in my life, or something like that? You know, all those kind of questions. I'll help you if you need it. But first we'll do Jody. So let's have a look around the energy of this meeting so you'll know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Is it bit nervous, Jody? Let's see if we can take away the element of surprise so you're not anxious about it. All right, what's going on? What's the energy around this meeting that Jody has to attend today? Jody has to attend today. Daughter spirit. Okay, interesting. This is what you got, Jody. So spirit's guiding you and looking after you. So it doesn't tell me the answer. I don't know why it's not helping you out here with the answer. I'm going to pick another card to go with it. We've got the thinking woman. So spirit's supporting you. So don't feel like you're going in there alone, is what they're saying. And then the thinking woman is about being organized, someone who knows their stuff. I think it might be some ideas kind of meeting, like throwing ideas around and getting your opinion, or just putting some stuff out there. Whatever happens, whether you might perceive it as bad, just say it was like, I don't know, no more work for you. I don't know, what's the worst case scenario or something. It's a blessing. The universe has got your back, like the daughter spirit supporting you, all the other way around. You know, whatever it is, they're supporting you. So just be like, okay, this is interesting. I wonder why this is happening right now. Well, cool. We'll see what happens after that. So just have that kind of thoughty mind when you go into the meeting, whatever it is. Yeah. Da-da-da. Can't wait to hear about it. Thank you, Jody. Love you spooking me. Awesome. All right, Laura Lou, you've asked like 2 questions. Relax, Jody. It's okay. Be positive. Whatever happens, it's supposed to be, you know, it's meant to be, because it's leading you to something else. But it could be just reorganizing what you're doing at work. Like, she wants your input, so you'll be fine. Laura Lee, you asked me 2 questions, so pick which one you actually want guidance on. And then when you say moving forward in what? Or if it's to do with your health, what exactly do you want to know? So I need a more specific question, honey. And then I can get to as many people as possible. All right. Hi, Sunny. Sunny Skies. That's a great name. All right. The energy around your family, Casey. That's pretty broad. You might want to give me a specific person, because, you know, if I ask the energy around your family and it's great around one person and not about around 3, it's going to be like conflicting information. So what do you want to know exactly about your family? Okay, Nicole, can I have a card in regards to a discussion I'll be having on Friday, and I'm stressing about it? Thank you. Oh, okay. We're going to see how, as of today, how is this discussion going to go, right? But I have a tip for you first before you go into this discussion. All right, Nicole? Nicole Lacole. That rhymes. If I'm saying it right, that is cool. All right, so what you do, if you've got a potentially stressful situation, and you're not really looking forward to it, this is something you can do beforehand. I'd write a letter, right? You can do the psychic conversation version where you imagine this conversation, but I think for this task, I would just write a letter, okay? To the person you're having the discussion with, that you're going to have a discussion with, address it to them, like write their name, and then get everything out that you want to say. You know, maybe that's what's going to come up, right? You're not going to know their side, but in the letter, it's great, because one-sided, you're just getting everything out that you want to get out, telling them everything you think, getting it all off your chest, sending it with love. You know, you kind of just, at the end of it, you would write, kind of what you would like to happen moving forward, but in a positive way. You're not trying to manipulate them or anything. So just get some stuff out of your system. Then sign it, and I would burn it in something safe, like a metal bowl or a glass bowl or something. Then burn it to send it to the universe. It'll get sent to that person energetically, like subconsciously, back of their mind. That will make them way more approachable, and it's amazing how effective that is. Jodie again can tell you. It is really, really effective. So it'll just make the conversation flow better when you have this meeting on Friday. To help it, like, they'll be more receptive. They might surprise you with how it goes, because they've already feel on an energetic level where you're coming from, and they understand you better. So try something like that, and anyone can do that with anybody. All right, so we're just going to pull a card on that for you, Nicole, just to see. If you do that, I'm going to say, put it out there. If you write the letter first, how is this going to go for you? Like, how's the energy of that conversation going to go? Let's see. How is this discussion going to go for Nicole on Friday after she writes this letter to warm them up first? Yeah. Okay. Daughter value. That's good. So I don't know what your discussion's about, but if you're asking for money, that's a good sign. Or it's just a good value conversation. The doors are opening, it's abundant, it's positive. This just feels really good. So write your letter. I won't do a card for what will happen if you don't write the letter, because it's pointless, because you're going to write the letter. And that's a great idea. All right. Laura Lou, is my health on the right path? All right, we'll just have a look at. We're going to ask, what do you need to focus on to keep your health on the right track? Laura Lou, I'm going to ask her like that, okay? What do you need to do? So we'll do a step 1, step 2 outcome for you. Laura Lou, what do you need to do to help your health, stay on the right track, or get on the right track? Awesome. What do you need to do? Step 1, step 2, and outcome. Beautiful. What do you need to do? Step 1, step 2, outcome. All right, awesome. Step 1. Now, is some of your health issues going on to do with your sacral chakra area? Sacral chakra is the second one. So this is below your belly button. Okay, this is to do with your internal, like your bowels, your uterus, your ovaries, all that kind of area. Okay, so if it's not your health that you're thinking of isn't to do with that area, like periods, that kind of thing, or menopause, if you're going through menopause, if it's not physically to do with that area, this is the step they want you to take, is to focus on and heal that area. So with orange colors, maybe get your chakras balanced, do a meditation for the sacral chakra. This one is about creativity and energetic, like sexual empowerment, your inner goddess, all that fun, juicy stuff. So maybe doing like a dance class, like belly dancing, because it's to do with the hips and all that area. Just sending beautiful light energy, orange light energy into that space. Doing something creative would be really, really great, that kind of thing. So that's the first step. Second step is caring connections. And then what they're telling me for this one, it's not about a relationship with somebody else, it's actually about with yourself. How do you talk to yourself? So kind of like when we were talking about manifesting, whatever's going on with your body, what are you saying to it? Are you only speaking to it like, are you only putting it down if you're in pain, or if you're overweight, are you only telling yourself off all the time? Are you only getting annoyed at your body? You know, like we only ever talk to say our back. Imagine when it's hurting, we say, oh, my back, it's killing me. I'm so sick of feeling like this. It hurts, stupid back, you know, that kind of stuff, for example. So how is it going to react energetically if you're only ever saying mean things to it, right? So giving it compliments, saying thank you for supporting me, holding me upright, for the muscles to help me lift things, you know, Think of whatever body part it is and say beautiful things to it. Give yourself a compliment every day. Thank a body part every day. Imagine doing that in your gratitude journal. And the different... Had to go lactose. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant too. Yes, there you go. And that's with that area. So you could say things like, thank you to my body for processing my foods and keeping me healthy, absorbing the nutrients with foods that I eat and vitamins I take and all that kind of stuff. Say nice things to it instead of picking on it all the time. The outcome will be that you'll know yourself better. This is the I am chakra. Who am I as a person? The outcome will be you'll identify as somebody who's healthy and well rather than complaining about things or having other upsets in your body. Okay? So the outcome is good. You'll feel more centered and know yourself better, and you'll feel more in control of things, which is really nice. Awesome. All right. Next, let's have a look. Thank you, Linda. Glad you enjoyed that chat. I'd love a card about my business moving forward. I've been thinking about selling. Ooh, okay. What's it look like if you sell? One card. And what's it look like if you stay where you are? I'm going to do a card for each. How's that? Help you decide. And then you got to try to explain it. When you say we, I'm assuming you're a partner, and then you can go home and say, the psychic told me we must do this. No, you have free will, but yeah, sometimes the other half doesn't listen. You're like, but I know this is what the universe said we have to do. Sometimes it's good both ways, and so it's really just trusting the universe will have your back no matter what you do. But it's a great question because it will help you with the decision-making process. Pleasure, Linda. All right, so one card for what's it look like if we sell? What's it look like if we stay put for now? Oh, goosebumps. As I'm tuning into your energy, it's like you've come to visit me in the room. Sell. Stay. Oh. It feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. If you sell, the card is attachment, okay? So the selling is in a card of attachment, right? The energy around what's it look like if you sell? It's like having a hard time letting go, right? So I'm going to ask another question about this for you, because the staying one's not great. This one's better. It doesn't look like it, but it's like having a hard time letting go, and that could be your partner that you're talking about, or you guys, because you put, it's your own business, you put your blood, sweat and tears in it, and it's a big deal, it's a big decision. That's just feeling a bit stuck. All right, so I'm going to check on, how can you make the sale go well? All right, what do you need to do? And I'll do that just quickly. But there's, if you stay a bit longer, financial constraints, that's an empty cupboard with cobwebs, that's not very good. I don't even have to explain that one. And it's probably why you're thinking of selling, I'm assuming. It's not a good idea. All right, so that answers your question. Like, holy moly, you meant to sell. That's why it's coming up and you're thinking about it, okay? So we're just going to quickly look at what you can do to help you sell this property. What steps do you need to take? Should I be doing this? I should be saying you can book in a reading with me, but I'm being extra generous today because I don't see many questions. Oh yeah, I've got to go to Casey next. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do you need to do to help with the sale of this business? What do you need to do? Step 1, step 2, outcome. Try not to drop the cards everywhere. What do you need to do to help you sell this business? Step 1. Step 2. Outcome. I love doing this. Anyway, I love my job. Step 1. All right, so it's the creativity card again, the Sacral Chakra. So it's a creative way of thinking. So I'm just seeing. Okay. So looking at being a bit creative about how you go about it, like not the normal way, is what I'm seeing. Maybe you'll put it like, instead of just going and listing it somewhere, putting it like doing a video, and like, for example, say you did a Facebook Live for whatever your business is. Say you did a Facebook Live from there and said, we're looking for someone who would appreciate what we've put into this place. It's done this amazing stuff for us all this time. Share this, you know, if you know somebody who might be able to take over for us, because we want to make sure we sell this to the right people, or something like that. That's what they're showing. Okay, you have free will, you don't have to do that, but if the universe is giving you some advice, I'd take it. Second part is to focus on the abundance that you have now. What has been working? What did you get at it? Don't think about, you know, if you've been losing any money or anything like that, or it's getting too hard, or whatever the issue is. Focus on what was wonderful. What lessons do you learn along the way? What's been great? What has it helped you do? Just all that positive stuff. Focus on the good stuff to help that with the energy. Otherwise, if you wallow for any reason, it's not a great energy you're putting out there for the sale. If you do those things, the outcome card. Yep. So yeah, I don't even have to explain that one. Daughter value. There you go. Got some homework. You can tell him that one. Maybe you'll listen. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I've got to go up, back and find Casey. What is the energy around me like at the moment? All right. What's going on around you? Let's have a little squiz. I haven't said squiz for a while. Anyone say that? Or is it just me? Or is that like old school? Because my parents used to say that. Let's have squiz. It sounds really dumb. Does anyone else say squiz? Please tell me. Casey. What's the energy around you at the moment? Like, what do you need to know? Okay. That's not fun. Storm warning. All right, it's not like the end of the world. This kind of can be like the equivalent to the Tower card in tarot, okay? But it's like necessary chaos of some kind. This is also to let you know that whatever comes up, whatever's going on, you'll get through it. You can get through anything. It only makes you stronger. It's not going to last forever, is what I'm just getting shown. So whatever's rocking around there, making you uncomfortable or throwing a spanner in the works, or all what are those great sayings, it's not going to last forever. So just like breathe through it. You'll be okay. Okay, awesome. Beverly, if you'd like a reading, can you please post a specific question, lovely, about what it is and what you want to know. Same with Mari, I need a specific question. You both need to change. The business is great. Interesting. Well, if you stayed in it, Linda, there would be financial difficulties, so that's interesting. The manifesting will help. Awesome. Hello, Lisa. As I have to do it now. Okay. Will my girls and I manage to buy a house this year as I have to do it? All right, let's see. Okay, what, instead of will you, like, love everyone to not think of cards, right, as a prediction, because you have free will and everything can change just with the energy shift. You get your chakras. If someone comes to me and wants a card reading, right, if I did a card reading, the outcome with certain questions would be one way, and if I balance their chakras after that, cleared up the energy and did some healing stuff, ask the same question, the outcome will be different. It's not always set in stone. You create and change and manifest. Like I was talking about at the start of this, like you manifest what you want. So Lisa, if you want a house, if you want to buy a house, you manifest the shit out of that every single day, multiple times a day. You envision it, you do a meditation. Watch the start of this video. I won't go into it again. Watch the start, go back and watch the first 20 minutes. If you want this house, this is what you need to do. I will pull 2 cards for your step 1, step 2 outcome of what else you need to do besides manifesting, unless it's just confirmation of manifesting and you get more of that popping up, but yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to ask her like that. What do you need to do, Lisa, to manifest buying a house this year? Exciting. Whoa, a card slipped over. All right, what do you need to do to manifest buying a house this year? Awesome. Whoop. Step 1. Step 2. Outcome. Beautiful. Okay, it's lots of lovey-dovey energy in here. It's gorgeous. All right, first step, manifesting. We've got the Crown Chakra. It's a beautiful card. I'll show you. Crown Chakra, bringing in connection to spirit. Archangel Uriel. You can even talk to her. Actually, the book I just got drawn to is representing the Akashic Records. If you don't know what they are, look it up. But it's just got drawn to me. So it's just tapping in and going, okay, this is the manifesting I was talking about. So definitely go back and watch the start when you get time. Yeah, very important. Visualization, tuning in, meditating on it, and seeing and feeling it. Part 2. Now I've got the Angel of Love card, which is also beautiful. Okay. All right. This one, what this means in this context is this is a tip to help you bring the next house, right? And I actually have to do that to this house. You've just reminded me, so we can move into the next one before our house is built. Send lots of love to the house you're in, okay? Even if it's not ideal and you just have to get out and whatever's going on, you just like over it. Go to the main area where you commune. If you've got crystals, make a crystal grid, light a candle, make it a little ritual. That'd be fantastic. Put your hand on the wall somewhere, just touch, and say, thank you so much for the memories here. I'm really grateful for everything we've experienced, all the good things. Don't focus on anything negative. Just thank you for housing us, sheltering us. Like, yeah, you might not love where you are, but man, it kept you dry and warm, you know, compared to other people. So just thank you for everything you've done for us. We are ready to let go and move on to the next place. That's all you do. Just say a beautiful thing like that. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. There's no rules, but have a beautiful gratitude energy. And this is all about the manifesting that I was talking about before. So say goodbye to the house and let go. Like, oh, thank you for everything, but now we want to leave. We're ready for our next adventure. You don't say because you suck or anything like that. You just make it positive. And then it will help bring in the energy of the new place, okay? That's how you do it. And so the outcome card, that's what you do. Step, meditate, visualize it, say goodbye to the house, send it love. And then this is you just rocking out, being a badass, happy, loving woman who's just really content with the butterfly I'm just drawn to on her hair, which is just new beginnings. So, yay! Thank you for the reminder that I need to do that to my house too. Awesome. Oh, you shared, Carly. Thank you. Yes, if you would like a card reading, can you please post a specific question, gorgeous, and I will get to that for you. Awesome. Oh, Fiona has a question. I would love to know the energy around the fussy kitchen. I love this journey of your kitchen. I remember helping you with some advice about this to get you ass into gear, and I can't take credit because I was just helping nudge you along, but I'm so proud of you for how far you've come. Anyone's watching, go check out. You need to put the link in, Fiona, the fussy kitchen. If you have any food intolerances, she's brilliant. Is the marketing the best thing for me and my business? All right, let's see if you should keep focusing. And tell me, Fiona, how you went with the kitchen where you were using the space, actually. I remember you asking me about that. I would love to know. You can put it here or private message me, but I'd love to know how that went. Because you asked me about that and I want to know if that all happened the way we saw it happen. If you remember what I'm talking about. All right, so let's look at the energy of going to the market. So I'll see you posting beautiful photos of you at the market with all your gorgeous, yummy looking produce. Eating food made with the energy of love, guys, is really, really important. That affects your how you digest food as well. And Fiona definitely does that. All right, the market's seeing the best place for me. The business. We're going to do energy around it now and you know, for the rest of the year. They're just showing me another idea. Let's see. Right now, rest of the year. All right. Right now, we've got the man holding coin. So is maybe your husband like the businessman that does all the money stuff, or what? The energy around it now. Or is the masculine energy of you? Because we all have feminine and masculine, whatever sex you are, or yeah. So this is like, it's like you're getting support from a male energy financially, who knows business and advice, that kind of thing. So that's the energy around the market seeing now. So that's good. It's money. And for the rest of the year, got the healer of the ages, which is it basically just means you can create whatever you want with the space. And you know how I just said, about, the energy of love, like in food and cooking. It's been sold and you've frantically trying to find another one. It did get sold. Okay, I can't remember what the outcome was, that it was going to be fine and you can still work in there or not. So did that one not work out? Oh, free will is really annoying. Okay, but anyway, love in your food. Like if adding that in your promotion or something like that is when you cook, not just the ingredients that you use that are helping people with intolerances and things and allergies, that is the energy they put in the food when you make it. Because you obviously have an interest in that kind of thing because you tune in to things like this, which is really great. They just showed me that. And what I just saw as well, the craze at the moment is people getting those boxes delivered to their house. I know you think you do deliveries, but those, when people get cakes and the sweet boxes and fun things like that delivered, right? Promoting your business like that to accelerate it, I just got shown, would be amazing. So what are they called? There's so many companies out there that do it. Like you order the box and it gets posted to someone's house. It went crazy during COVID because people couldn't get out. But imagine one that was just for people. Anybody could buy it because your food's amazing, right? So imagine one that's aimed towards that niche because it's smaller, and that'll do really well for your business, where they could get these gorgeous gift boxes of freshly made home-baked goodies in there. And you could tie some balloons on it for when it's a birthday and things like that. Grazing boxes, thank you. Oh my God. I can channel friggin' spirits and people, but I can't remember names of stuff. It's so frustrating. Grazing boxes. They just came to my head as I was shuffling the cards. So, bleh. Yeah. Imagine doing that. You can have a delivery person, and certain days you can fit it in however you want. Just have certain days if you want, like whatever. Lunchtime at workplaces and weekends for parties and all fun. You could host afternoon tea things at parks, like deliver multiple grazing boxes. Anyway, I'm just going on a tangent because I'm seeing it so clearly, like what the heck. Been considering dropping a market and doing deliveries. Ta-da! There you go. Spirit's telling you what to do. They know. That's so good. I love it. Thank you. I'm loving the clear message. That was like booming in my head. So I had to get that out. Hope you guys don't mind that Fiona got to kick up the bum with a big idea. So hopefully you can sit on that. You have free will. You don't have to do anything, obviously. But again, if the universe gives you an idea, I would run with it. Sit on that and feel into it. And then, do some planning and see if that fits in with your style and what you think might fit in with your life. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Okay. Just scanning. Hello, Skylight. I love his clever names, especially when they're puns. It's funny. Yay, new beginnings. Awesome. Can you check out on my partner? Madhu, is that how you say your name? Lovely. All right, what am I checking? I'll just check the energy around your partner, hun. Pleasure, Fiona. Am I just checking the energy around them, what's going on, or the two of you in the future or something like that? Do you want to give me a little bit more information on that one, and I'll come back to you. I've got time for a couple more readings. Hi, Kylie again. Do you see my daughter getting through her depression? All right. So that's more of an outcome card, honey. So I'm going to ask like in a different way. how can you support her? Or does she what, do I want to ask it about you, or do I want to ask about her? Like, it's like, how can you support her, or what can she do? Where I'm allowed to, yeah, I'm just checking, I'm allowed to ask this on behalf of your daughter. So what steps can she take to help her improve her mental health, is how I'm asking. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. And as a beautiful tip, and I'm saying this, it's promoting myself in a way as well. Not in a way, it is promoting myself, because I put in the description links to my website and to two websites. One of them is Newtonic, which is a company that has hemp oil and CBD products, which is so much better for anxiety in the brain than taking antidepressants and things. You can do your research on that. Without the TCH, the drug part that affects your brain. And other herbal supplements like called Calm and some other wonderful things in there. So if you guys want to check that out, please go look. They're amazing, and I've associated myself with that company and became a founder. Also, if you want to join me and be my team, that'd be so fun. Party time. Yeah, so I want to ask about what she needs to do to help her. Yeah, so you can go tell her this is what the psychic lady said on Facebook. All right, so let's have a look. Let's go, tuning into your daughter. I don't need her name, we're just tuning in. What steps can she take to help her improve her mental health journey? Beautiful. Okay. Step 1. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are so spot on and clear and easy to explain today. It's just feeling amazing. All right, so Kylie, honey, the first step she needs to do is to walk away from something that doesn't serve her anymore. Now, when you mention this to her, like I'll show you the card. When you mention this to her, she might know straight away what it is, or you might know off the head straight away what it is. There might be people that she hangs around with. It could be a job that she's in. It could be a way of thinking, hence, it could be part of the depression. So walking away from a situation or way of thinking that no longer serves her. So she can have a process of what that means and what she needs to separate herself from, changing the energy. If you didn't watch the start of the video, watch the first 20 minutes. It's about manifesting and stuff. You might want to watch it together. It's be really helpful for this kind of situation as well, thought patterns and all that kind of stuff, okay? Very important. She needs to something just doesn't need anymore. She needs to leave it behind. Step 2 is beautiful. It's a community card. So I got a feeling it is kind of like the energy of people around her, because like walking away from one group and then finding a new tribe, like a new energy. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You know that saying? So hanging around some people that you want to be like, finding some mentors. Who does she want to model? Does she need to tune in? So I'll toot my own horn. I'm like optimistic like crazy. And people who have a higher vibrational energy, hang around, watch those kind of people on Facebook. Go meet them. Socializing with people that are more upbeat and not on the same level as she is at the moment, or lower than where she wants to be. Like, just to put herself up and get shinier. She just wants to surround herself by good, healthy, shiny people. Yep. And the outcome is awesome if she does those things. Happy family. There's just a beautiful rainbow. There's connection. There's all of you being happy and her being happy within herself. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous energy. So it sounds simple, and I know it's not, because I help so many people through depression, anxiety, PTSD, all the hard stuff. So yeah, I would love to, if she needs to come and see me, I would love to clear away. I do theta healing and chakra balancing, but a clear. This chakra balancing sounds so basic. A clear. So many big things. Contracts she's had with people that she doesn't need in her life anymore. Clearing away negative entities and stuff and ways of thinking. So she wants to see me in person or online. I would love to help her with that. Or she goes wherever she's guided. It might not be me, it might be somebody else. So yeah, I hope that helps, Kylie, and sending lots of love to your daughter, and for you for being awesome and supporting and wanting to help her too. That's really, really good. All right, lucky last, because I'm going to go over. You already know me. So who is he? Not situation, that's a first meet. Okay, Madhu, I'm a little bit lost. Oh, you just like, all right, I'm going to pull one card for you because I think you want to bring in the right partner. That's what I'm getting for that. Like, this is someone you already know. That's more in-depth questioning. We have to figure out if it's somebody you already know and stuff. So if you want to book them for a reading, you can definitely do that with me online or in person. Just book him via my website. But I'll just pull a card, one card, quickly because I might go over time. Pleasure, Kylie. Somebody else might want to starting to go live and I need to get off. So we'll just pull a card to see what you need to do. One step to bring in the perfect partner for you, whether you already know them or not. Okay, because we're out of time, but just understand that you're on the right path. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. This path shows that whether the journey is long or not, it's the right path. You're being supported by spirit, and whether it's taking a long time or not, you're learning lessons along the way. So that's the important thing for you to remember and understand. Gorgeous. You're single, yeah, okay. So you're single for a reason at the moment. So there's time to work on yourself. And when you completely love yourself, you'll attract the right person to love you in the way you deserve. Okay, so focusing on that and how you can improve your own self-love would be amazing. Yes, you deserve it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed today. I love doing this, and I love being a service. So yeah, thank you so much. Give some more hearts, like tap some more hearts before you go, because that's really beautiful and helpful. And yeah, lots of love to you. Have a beautiful rest of the day. I love you. Bye.